All right, everybody, good evening. Welcome back to another episode of Full Frontal Investigation. I will be your host. That's right, y'all know what time it is. You a pussy, Rich Holmes. And this evening, what we're going to talk about is a tabloid I was reading about today regarding Jim Bakker. Okay, if anybody knows Jim Bakker, he was the dude that was selling the Miracle Spring water back in the day. And he got busted for it, for fraud, okay? And I was reading some tabloids today, and Jim Bakker, hey, for real, Jim Bakker says, hey, give me $1 million, I'm going to be homeless, everybody, okay? Yeah, here's a tabloid, okay? It's by Ed Mazza, televangelist Jim Bakker says he needs $1 million or he'll be out on the street, okay? The disgraced TV preacher says he's out of money and wants his viewers to pony up to save his ministry and his home. This is from the HuffPost.com, okay? Televangelist Jim Bakker, who was the heart of one of the most notorious religious scandals of the 80s, says he's now desperate and in need of cash right now. He should call J.G. Wentworth. You should call J.G. Wentworth and maybe he'll help him get some fucking cash right now, okay? Hey, J.G. Wentworth 877 cash now. Hey, try that one, Jim Bakker. You might get some money. All right. So basically he's saying, if I don't get money, I'll be out on the street. I'm going to lose everything. So Jim Bakker, my question to you is, we're supposed to give a fuck? Look at the fucking crime you were caught up in, dude. Look at the criminal shit you were caught up, Jim Bakker, and we're supposed to be like, he's just a great guy. No, Jim, you got caught, dude. If everyone that watches this program will give $1,000, is that $1,000 seed again, we'll be able to pay our bills and stay on the air. He said on his show Tuesday. Yeah, dude. Otherwise, we got about another maybe month. Okay. He said it's not just his show that he's on the line. If they foreclose on the ministry, they will take my house too, so I'll be on the street, he said. Who gives a fuck, Jim? You got caught for fraud, dude. It's all coming back around to bite you in the ass now, right? It's all coming back around to bite you in the ass, right? And again, we're supposed to care. If Christians are still giving this guy money, that's a problem. Because he's already been busted for fraud. And here he is again saying, hey, everybody, just give me some money, okay? Because I'm about to be fucking broken on the street, okay? Hey, thanks for giving me a view, Vent here. Appreciate you. Bakker claimed he hasn't taken a salary himself and has no money of his own. Imagine that, dude. Jim Bakker's like, hey, you know what? I'm really fucking broke, everybody. Can you just give me $1,000 so I can pay my bills? Okay, because I don't want to have to go out and get a real job like everybody else. I just want to fucking grift off everybody, okay? Give me all your money, and guess what? Give it all to Jim Bakker, okay? So anybody's just tuning in, hit that like and subscribe. My name's Rich Holmes, and we're talking about Jim Bakker asking for $1 million. This is great, man. It's like you got one of the dudes out there that's been caught, red fucking handed, and put in prison. He's literally coming out saying, hey, I need more money. Can you guys help me out here? I don't want to get a job, okay? Because I'm just too fucking lazy. Everybody else give me your money, okay? Everybody else, give me your money, and that way Jimmy doesn't have to work anymore, okay? Imagine Catherine coming out saying, hey, can y'all just give me $1 million because we need to keep the lights on at the church, okay? Okay, so one of the show's co-hosts indicated the financial problems began in 2020 when Bakker was in trouble with a number of authorities for hawking silver solution. That's right. He was selling the silver solution during COVID. That's right. In one case, he reached a settlement with the Missouri Attorney General that included a restitution of $156,000. Okay? So now we have a literal fucking con artist out there who's been caught, who's been tried, and been found guilty of these charges. But yet people, hey, Jessica, hey, check this out. Jim Bakker says he needs $1 million or he's going to be on the street. Ah, fuck. Bakker at the time also used the threat of an impending bankruptcy to raise funds. He said on Tuesday that those who give him money will reap other benefits. How many fucking times have we heard that? Hey, give me money and you're going to reap. No, let me tell everybody something. Jim Bakker, you're not going to reap if you give the Jim Bakker. He's just going to fucking wind up in another court case. People need to wake up to that, what we're talking about here. Okay, Christians out there, wake up, man. Don't give these people money. I guarantee you God's going to do something. Hey, Jim Baker, I would love to see that guarantee. Hey, Mark Travis, we're talking about Jim Baker. Oh, he was the fucking worst, bro. That's the thing. He's out asking for money again, dude. He's out asking for money again. He's broke. He's like, hey, I'm gonna lose my house, everybody. If you guys don't give me any money, old Jimmy's gonna be out on the street and homeless. Okay, hit that like too. Let me know you're here. Let me know you're here, man, so I can give you a shout out when you get in. He said later, adding, God's gonna bless you as you give, because when you give, you're gonna receive. But hey, it's always better to give than receive, right, Jimmy? Fucking Jim Baker, fucking piece of shit. Again, isn't he selling what's he selling? The doomsday meals now? The doomsday meals in a bucket. He's like, hey, everybody, buy these bucket meals, okay? Because the impending the apocalypse is definitely coming. And subject signs you were being deceived. Hey, Shawnee, I got a better one. Jim Baker is asking everybody for $1 million because he's broke and he's going to be homeless. Hey, wait till the day. Who was the minister that said, don't raise $1 million? That if you don't raise $1 million, he'd die? I don't know. Baker spent the 1980s turning his ministry into an empire that included a network and a resort. But it all came crashing down on him as he resigned amid a sex scandal and fraud allegations, the latter of which landed him in prison for 4 years. I did. Truth Unbound, I did. It was me. In more recent years, Baker has fashioned himself as something of a doomsday prophet, saying on Tuesday, for example, that we're in the end times. Hey, buy my meal buckets, okay? He's all, fuck Meals on Wheels. All you need is Jimmy Baker's meal in a bucket, okay? And has been selling food buckets. Oh, he's selling buckets of food for the fucking end times. He's like, hey, everybody, just go ahead and buy my buckets, okay? Other prepper items on the show and website. See, that's why I said, hey, man, sign that petition, because it'll prevent this type of shit, man. It will. If we could really get that petition moving, you guys, seriously. It's like an MRE, but it's in a bucket. He sells them, and people buy them. That's the fucked up part, Jessica, is people buy them. Oh, so the 85-year-old has also had a series of health issues, including a series of strokes in 2020 and hospitalization last year. He missed Y2K, barely. But yeah, man. Imagine being like up on top like he was, and then it all come crashing down because of some fucking sex abuse allegations and then the fraud, which lands him in prison. See, this is where, right, with Jimmy Baker, this is where the IRS and the FBI should have stepped in and been like, okay, we got a problem. But apparently they didn't see it as a problem back then. But it's like, now we're looking at it now. And he's like, hey, everybody, I'm going to be homeless. Will you help me out here? Pardon me for fucking everybody over, but hey, can you guys go ahead and throw me a bone, please? I'd really appreciate it. Let's donate. I mean, I have a bunch of freeze-dried stuff, but Tim. I know, right? And that's the thing, Jessica. Like, look at the fucking crazy shit he's spreading, right? I know he should join the Latter-day Saints, right? He could be the new leader of the Latter-day Saints. That'd be a good one, right? And the thing is all the Christian followers probably just thought, oh, he's just being persecuted against. We shouldn't, don't worry. Uncle Jimmy's a good guy, okay? Just like Uncle Jimmy Evans and Aunt Joni, they're really good people, okay? Imagine having to go that low to like sell food in a bucket. Because his, what was it, the silver water or something? What was it? It was the okay, let's see. It was the silver solution. Jimmy's ex had a special house built for the dog. And man, if any of you guys haven't watched Righteous Gemstones, just watch it. All right, I keep reminding everybody, watch it. Sit down, watch it. You're gonna laugh your fucking ass off. Uncle Jake, if you haven't watched it, you should watch it too, because you're gonna laugh your fucking ass off. You're gonna get every fucking reference in that show, Uncle Jake. Yeah, watch the Righteous Gemstones. It just had the final episode this weekend, man. And it you know what? The way Danny It was good, man. The ending was badass. It really was. I highly recommend it. It's gonna make everybody fucking laugh. Right on, appreciate you. It wouldn't surprise me who Jimmy was. Hey, Mark, who aren't they screwing, right? Who aren't they screwing? I mean, these guys are fucking powerful. Look at who they're brushing shoulders with. Politicians and shit like that. Like, these guys are fucking scum. They're scum. I think it's funny that he's asking for money. Work for a lady who got her hair and her dog's hair done every morning. No fucking way. Yeah, that's just excessive, man. That's just highly, highly excessive. It really is. I don't know who does that, man. I bet Joni gets her hair done every morning. Yeah, they're like Bill Clinton. Yeah, yeah. It's pretty ironic though, right? That Jim Baker, one of the all-time scammers, right? He's coming out saying, "Hey, I need more money, everybody. Help Uncle Jimmy out here, okay?" Don't anybody give him money. Jim Baker, I hope people are listening to this. Don't give Jim Baker money. He doesn't need it. He's had his run, and that's what he's worried about. He's fucking worried about being homeless and fucking hungry, like he's probably done to everybody else. And now he's getting a taste of his own medicine. Fuck that. What's it gonna take for everybody to wake up from these clowns, man? Really? Hit that like too, man. Let me know you're here. What's up, Nest? Exactly right. My money's for me and my family, man. Fuck that. My money's for me and my family. That's who I'm spending my money on and my fucking bills. Jim and his smoking hot wife Tammy are two of the early creations of Christian Frankenstein. Yeah, homies research. Yeah. They would be looked up upon as amateurs. Exactly right. Exactly. They would be looked upon as amateurs nowadays. You're right, homies research. Dude, these guys are fucking scum, bro. Tammy Baker and Jim Baker fucking scum, bro. And that's the thing. Uncle Jake, it was Bishop Barron. He was up in the White House and he fucking flat out said, "Hey, what's a church in America? What's a church in America?" Right, Uncle Jake? What was it, Bishop Barron? It was Bishop Barron. Me and Uncle Jake were talking about this. That's the wisest fucking question anybody could ask. Hey, what is church in America? Is it the actual physical location or is church the people? Yeah, Bishop Barron. Oh man, that's exactly. If we had the internet back then, oh, I'm sure all the shit would be out. All the fucking sexual abuse, everything. Everything. I know for a fact that there's fucking decades of abuse covered up in a storeroom somewhere in some files. This isn't an isolated incident, you guys. This has been going on for fucking decades. A good part. Let's figure what, last 100 years almost? This has been going on within the 501c3. And Mark's right. Hey, if we had the internet back then, fuck, man, these guys would have been fucked. Well, I don't know. We might have been speaking a different language. We never know. The pedophile. Yeah, and once again, Mark, all these guys we talk about, like Daniel Adams, Vlad Savchuk, the guys that scream the loudest to me, dude, they're like the ones that need the most help. All the guys we talk about, Daniel Adams, Savchuk, Signorelli, those guys out there screaming the loudest to God, to me, they're the farthest ones away. It tells me they don't have their own personal relationship with God because they're screaming so loud about it. Yep. And that's the thing. It's like now the internet's around. They're like, uh-oh, everybody figured everything out. We better clean up our act now. And some of them are trying to, and some of them are not, man. You know, Mark, we talk about that sometimes, like especially with David, right? Especially with David, right? Like was David being protected by somebody up high because somebody got caught at that fucking hotel? That's what I think, man. That's what I think. That's why I think that place hasn't been shut down yet, because they had to get some fucking people out. They had to do damage control. I know, oh God, he's right there with both of you. All right, homies research. Uh, but homies research. What we're talking about here is if you took religion off the table, right? Do you think any of these guys would be doing it? But no, they found a way to commit the crimes behind the religion, man. And they know that. These Christian gimps, they know that. The ones that are committing the crimes, they know that. They're like, fuck yeah, dude, we can get behind the church and they aren't going to do shit to us. We can run it like a goddamn casino if we want. We can run it like a brothel / casino if we want. Fucking bring the money in. No taxes, man. They don't have to fucking report it. If people ask where the money goes, they're like, nope, fuck off. We don't have to tell you. That's how the church is, man. That's how the church is. Not all of them, but I know, put cameras in Congress when they don't know. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, be the fly on that wall, right? Be the fly on that wall. That's what we always say, man. They're all corrupt, right? But again, these churches have just found a way to do this criminal shit and not get busted for it for a long time. Because again, the government will prosecute churches. They'll fucking bust church leaders. They don't give a shit. But they're going to have solid evidence before they go after somebody like that because Waco. Because what happened with Waco? Waco is still very much a sore thumb. But yeah, it's just as corrupt. Just as corrupt, man. And that's, again, exactly, dude, that's why I started that petition, man. Fucking sign it, everybody. Please sign it. Sign it. We keep saying, hey, we need to tax these motherfuckers. And here's a prime example. Jim Baker saying, hey, everybody, can you go ahead and pay me $1 million because, I'm kind of broke here and I'm about to lose all the food in my fridge. My lights are about to go off. My car insurance isn't paid. I could really use some help here, everybody. Please. God will bless you in many ways if you give up. National, that's not involved in national scandal. Fuck. Yeah, there's a couple good churches. I know some churches out here that aren't. Mark, no politics, man. Really don't care. Well, first what needs to happen, Mark, you know what needs to happen? Is the government needs to fucking define a church, man. They need to define it. They just like, yeah, fuck church, hey, just go ahead and do whatever you want. They never defined it. They never put rules into place to define what a church is. Ever. There are rules protecting churches and governing them, right? That we have to give churches a safe place. Precisely, Mark, right? Two sides of the same coin. Right where I'm at, bro. It's like, hey, which side of the coin is shittier, bro? Right? Heads or tails? And when you look at it, you're like, oh, they're both pretty shitty. Which one stinks worse? Well, they both stink pretty bad. Which one has the less peanuts? Well, they both got about the same amount of fucking peanuts in them, right? Exactly. It's two sides of the same fucking coin, man. Yeah. Well, and again, like some of the threats we've had on the channel, and then for David, again, yo, City by the Bay, man, hit that like, subscribe, let me know you're here, give you a shout out. My name's Rich Holmes. We're talking about Jim Baker. Fucking Jim Baker. He's a, hey, City by the Bay. Jim Baker did an interview saying, hey, I need $1 million. I'm going to be homeless and broke. Can y'all help me out here? Can you help Daddy Jimmy out? Uncle Jimmy's real broke. Okay? So, hey, everybody, go ahead and give me $1 million. Okay? Uncle Jimmy's broke. Right? It's like, shit, I'm broke too. Jimmy, can I have $1 million? Dude, like the nerve of these guys, right? When you really think about the nerve of these fuckers. When you think about the nerve of these guys, it's like, damn, the nerve these fuckers have to come out and say, that is a good fucking question, right, Jess? Is it even possible to define what a church is? Is it? Hit that like, subscribe, let me know you're here. I'd like to see them hell out Miss Cabbage and Tom. I know, right? Dude, I would love to see that. That would be the day. Oh, why did David say I work for Rick? Because he just fucking thinks that in his little donut-filled fucking mind, that's all. David literally thinks that I'm being paid by Rick Fraser for whatever. Hey, Mark Saints, it is. Church is a gathering place for the saints, right? Beg talk is a new evangelism. Jim just wants you to feel good about giving. He's just opening a door in case you don't have anywhere to put your money. I know. He's like, hey, you don't have anywhere to put your money? Well, buy my buckets of food, okay? No, and you're dead on. Homies Research, that's Jim Baker. Hey, I got some, I'll invest. You can give your money to me, and you know what? I'll give you a few buckets of food back for the doomsday apocalypse, okay? You only get maybe 2 or 3 days out of it. What if I was David E. Taylor undercover and I didn't know it? Right? Oh, yeah, the Hal Pope scam? Yeah. I've been watching Conclave. I think it's kind of funny. Like Mike Signorelli, for example, he goes to Rome saying, "Oh, this is going to change everything, and I'm here in Rome." And Mike Signorelli literally think he was going to change fucking the way Conclave was going to be ran and everything because he was there. It's like, get the fuck out of here, Mike. You think you're going to change fucking like 1,000 years of fucking tradition? Yeah, let him choose a new one. Let him choose a new one. That's what I say. Let him. Yeah, let him. I personally don't go to church, man. I probably never will because the shit we talk about here. If I just, it seems to me church has got away from what it really used to be. It's not what it is anymore. And there's also something going on too about ecclesiastical law with priests protecting child sexual abuse survivors if they're told. There's something going on with that right now, and the Catholic Diocese is trying to fight it. But when it comes to kids, there should be no fucking, oh, you know what, we can't say that because we're a priest. Nope, fuck that. Nope. Nope. When kids are being abused, there is no holds barred. It doesn't matter if you're a fucking priest. You have to tell them. You have to tell the authorities. There should be nothing to protect a priest in that situation, ever. Whether it's child abuse or adult abuse. Either way. It should never be covered up. It should never be protected. If there's abuse happening, it needs to be fucking brought up, man. Let the churches fucking run on like this. Be like, hey, we're just letting them abuse everybody, but shh, don't tell anybody. Shh. They came to us and told us, but shh. I mean, I thought priests were like mandated reporters and shit like that, man. Like they have to tell certain things. Mark, it's kind of a bummer, dude. It's kind of a bummer that this is what it's all come to. David Taylor, time for you to some famous direct quote. Yeah, exactly, right? The David E. Taylor tugs, right? Homies Research, right? Imagine. That's one of the original things that got me caught up in David was him speaking those tongues. He's like, Bushu tukatatai. It's all, what the fuck did he just say? Like, what the fuck did he just say? There's nothing in the fucking dictionary that translate what that piece of shit said. He's like fucking spitting out this whack language. Is like, what the fuck? Like people buy into this shit. That's what got me. Like people actually bought into his bullshit. And David, I hope you're watching too, you little fucking gutter walrus. Whether you're sick or dead, I don't know, but I have my theories about you. Who's David? He is this other cult leader we had investigated for about last 5.5 years now, I think. And it's pretty much a dead cult now. He's David E. Taylor, that's his name. He's a fucking slob. He was pretty bad. He was pretty bad, but once we figured out everything, he went into he shut the fuck up because we found out he's turning tricks at his hotel, one of his locations that he bought. Yeah. Oh, he's Mark Travis. Just look him up. David E. Taylor. He's a fucking walrus, man. He's a slobby piece of shit. What he did. There's interviews on the channel from people that survived his cult, man, and simply practice syllables over and over. Yeah, exactly. For Christ by Lee Strobel. I wanna read that actually, Jesse. I wanna watch I'm not much of a reader. I'd rather watch the show. I know, great. David speaking in tongues is just him reading the ingredients off his Krispy Kreme glaze. Oh, I'd Mark Travis and all about Jim Jones. His channel's about cults, man. I know Jim Jones. Yep. I got a Jim Jones shirt in there, actually. It says how to kill her time at the Jim Jones Kool-Aid Festival. Yeah. Hey, Orin in Connecticut. What up, what up, what up? But no, I actually want to read that Jesse Hernandez. Okay, so you recommend it? Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I've seen previews for it, and it looks interesting. It really does. Um, because he's a journalist, he's a skeptic, man, and he had some questions about what he was looking into, and he went on his own research and did his own research about Christ and shit, and it's called The Case for Christ. And I haven't watched it. I have seen the previews for it. Thanks for the recommendation. I'll definitely look into it. Jesse Hernandez. Frankly, Lee Strobel is a journalist out to make a name for herself. This is really easily found out to make money, which he did quite well. Yeah. Okay, so you read it, huh? Okay, cool. We made some good points. That's cool. Everybody's opinion, man. Everybody takes the book the different way, man. Well, that's good. Frankly, Stroll is a journalist. I make money. Okay. Oh, you did the theological background work. Okay, cool. Right on. I appreciate you doing that. It's too wordy. Yeah, I haven't seen it, so I can't put my 2 cents in. I've just heard about it, so I can't put my 2 cents in. We're talking. Well, started with Jim Baker. Started with Uncle Jimmy Baker being broke and asking everybody for $1 million. Exactly right. I'll keep my faith in fucking God, dude. I don't need to put faith in man. I don't need to put faith in man. I'll fucking put faith in God. Fucking I'll follow him. Talks about Scientology, interviews them. Oh, Scientology, the biggest cult out there. Hey, what up, Gary Edward Johnson? How you doing? But yeah, we're talking about Jim Baker. He was one of the earlier TV evangelists in the 80s. And he got caught, he got busted, and he went to prison for fraud. And now, Tuesday, yesterday, yesterday, he did an interview. Uncle Jake put the link in the chat, really. Yeah, he came out, he said, hey, Brady, give me $1 million because I'm fucking broke. I can imagine that. He's like, no, I just don't want to get a job because first, I'm too old, nobody will hire me. Fucking Marine in the fucking house, Semper Fi, bro. Fucking Semper Fi. Semper Fi? No. Everybody put your goddamn crowns away, okay? The fucking Marines have landed. Where's Uncle Jake? The store's open. Yeah, it's in the chat already, homie. You scroll up a bit. It's under Uncle Jake. He put it in here. Well, no, he can't live off his Social Security. Fuck no. Fuck no, he can't. No. No, he can't live off his Social Security. That's what he's saying. He's like, I'm going to be broke and homeless. Hey, Scuba Steve speaks. Yeah, no, just Google it, bro. Just Google it, homies. Research, you'll find it. You'll find it, man. It's there. Just Google it. I found it on a fucking news article this morning. I was like, is this guy serious? And I read the articles all, yes, he is. Imagine being busted, right? Dude got caught for fraud and people knew it. And they still gave him money. They still gave him money. They're like, hey, that Uncle Jimmy, he's just a swell guy. I wonder if him and Bob Larson know each other. But yeah, that's the thing we always talk about here. These people will never go out and get a job for themselves because they're too fucking lazy. They'd rather just live off everybody else. I know it could happen to a better guy, right? Right, Gary? It. Hey, hey, Greg G. Welcome to the conversation, brother. Welcome to the fucking conversation. That should have paved the fucking way right there, man. That should have paved the way right fucking there. Bam, there's a fucking ground. That's the foundation. That's how you get it. The feds, they should carry out every other fucking case, learn from the first one, and build off of that. The feds could have had a fucking great program built for this. For these religious scammers, oh my God, could you imagine the amount of money and the amount of assets they could have seized from these motherfuckers? You're talking billions of dollars, everybody. You're talking billions of dollars these organizations have laundered over the last 50, 60 years. Billions. Hundreds of billions now. I don't trust Elon as far as I could throw that piece of shit. Fuck him. Elon can fucking suck it for all I care. I don't like the guy. Elon's a fucking cunt, dude. Elon Musk comes from South Africa where there's no fucking laws. What does that tell you? Those are the places that Catherine Crick goes, dude. Those are the places that Catherine Crick goes because their people are full of fucking scammers like fuckheads like Elon Musk. I don't trust Elon. He's a fucking piece of shit. He's done nothing good for our fucking economy, if you want my opinion on him. He can suck it. Yeah. Yeah, Jim Baker, David E. Taylor, they're interchangeable. Literally no difference. Yep. Yeah, fucking Africa. Africa, where Elon comes from, dude, that is a fucking nest for scammers. I don't know how much more fucking clear we've talked about that. The places that these fuckers are from, Pretoria, Africa, places a fucking scammer's haven. Leon Dupree's, guess what? Daniel Adams' little fucking cuck buddy, that's where he's from, fucking Pretoria. He's like, hey, I'm from Pretoria and I'm a scammer, everybody. Why don't you come on in? I'll teach you guys how to scam. There's no laws here, fuck. That's not a bullshit lie. Daniel Adams associates with those people over there. Yes, KK is still with the GIMP, but you know what, Michael Parisi? You know what, Marine? We've been seeing some shit that looks like there could be kind of a weird fucking love triangle going on behind the closed doors. Yeah, her and the GIMP. Between her and the GIMP and some of the other women in the cult. Yeah, these people like worshiping billionaires and shit like that. It's pathetic. It really is. Yeah, most of the fake call centers. You know what I've been seeing a lot of now though, and I'm really hopeful, is fucking these scammers getting caught by the police, man. Like these Indian scammers going out and fucking scamming people for gold and money. Man, I'm starting to see videos come across the feed where these scammers are just getting fucking nailed left and right, man, and they're catching them in the fucking act while they're doing exchanges. They're getting all of it on surveillance. They're getting it all, and they're gonna start charging these people with fucking organized criminal fucking charges, man. I can't wait. And David, he'll be right up there. He'll be right up there. I think our government is kind of at a turning point where they're starting to fucking realize these scammers. No, it's not scammer payback. Nah, it's just, it's certain videos that I'm seeing. It's a start, right? It's a start. The one I watched today, these cops were surveilling. They were fucking tapping their phones, everything, man. They got it all because they had to document it. And they're going to start tying these rings together, these scamming rings. And some of these people that are doing it, guess what? Again, some of them are just here on fucking visas. Fuck out. You're scamming people, one-way fucking ticket. Your visa's revoked. Don't ever come back to America again. You're not welcome. Simple. No more scammers. People like fucking Abdenagaloo Phil trying to come down from Canada and scam people in America. No, get the fuck out of here, Abdenagaloo Phil. You're not welcome here. We don't want fucking scammers like you in America. I sure don't. I sure don't. Yep, like the old bait bicycle. Can't you just hear KK yelling, oh God, oh God, oh God, wouldn't come off to me as being so... I know, exactly right, homie. KK's a whole other shitstorm of a mess, bro. Catherine Crick. Yeah, I mean... No, Marine, paid that off. No, they owe 100 grand, paid off the Tampa mansion, paid off the St. Louis case, and David, I have no fucking clue. Sick or dead, dude. That's what I think. Worried, sick or dead. Yep. I think David got very, very ill again. I really do, Marine. Dude had a fucking heart attack. After doing the research for the last fucking 6 months on what could have possibly happened, there's very few things that could have happened to David. Stroke or heart attack. COVID. Through those times. He paid off the Tampa mansion. Michelle's there with him. Michelle's there. If they're there, Michelle's there. And if David's there, they're there together. Oh, I don't know if you've mentioned Michelle or what's going on with her, have you? No, I haven't really. Michelle, the last time we saw or heard Michelle was before COVID. Nah, Michelle, Michelle's David's doormat, man. I know, right, George Washington Bush? They've seduced the masses. And they've learned from the fucking past fucking commie socialists and shit like that. That's how they learn. They study the fucking past fucking leaders. The real fucked up ones, right? That long ago, you know why? You know why homie's research? Because she's scared. She's scared. She's scared. Michelle's scared. She's scared of her own fucking shadow. She ain't gonna come out of hiding. Why would she? She's nested in her little fucking mansion. David's paying her way. It can't be a good living though. It's probably not a decent living right there with David and everybody in that cult. It can't be a good time. I mean, they're look how far the dude's fallen. Catherine's gonna be no different when her time comes. No, JMMI's been revoked, Marine. No, JMMI's been revoked. It hasn't been reinstated by the IRS. Nope. Last time I checked, it was not reinstated. So, there's a KOGGC now, Kingdom of God Global Church, but that's it. And Marvels in America World Healing. And on the books, it looks like KOGGC is saying they only make 50,000 a year. So I don't think they are anymore, Marine. I don't. I think they've ran out of money. I think they've ran out of money and they're literally just living on fucking, yeah, month to month. They're still publishing videos. Most of the videos are rerun and old. David hasn't been seen. Michelle hasn't been seen. No, the phone bank's gone, Marine. The phone bank's gone. Yeah, Daystar, they're trash. Daystar's Daystar was in on the shit, man. Daystar's in on the shit. But yeah, Tom Cruise. Well, Tom Cruise is supposed to single-handedly save the world, okay? So keep that in mind too. Tom Cruise is supposed to single-handedly save the world. Angel Studios. I never heard of them. Never heard of them. Oh, is it GoFundMe, huh? Hey, what's up, Matt Moore? Hey, so that stuff I was sending you earlier about Jim Baker, it's all true. He had to go out on a TV show, Matt, say, hey, I'm broke, everybody. Can y'all give me a few bucks? Oh, they did Sound of Freedom? Okay. Yeah. Uncle Jimmy's broke, Matt. It sounds like Uncle Jimmy's a little bit broke. Dude, like, I'm going to start wrapping it up too because I got to work in the morning and stuff. But first of all, sign the petition, please. I put it up so people would start signing it. Hey, Cat Mom. No way. So Daystar picked up their Wonder Boy. No way. They picked up Furtick. Don't. Michael Prezi. No way. Please tell me they didn't. I can't stand fucking Furtick. I can't stand Furtick. What the fuck? No way. Oh man. God. And again, hey, watch Righteous Gemstones, y'all. Watch it. You guys will notice a lot of the references that we talk about here. The season's finished. It was fucking funny. It was really good. But we'll keep talking about some of these guys. I'm gonna keep doing some research on some of these other religious topics while I'm killing time. So Furtick is the new rising star. Look back a few years. Well, he ain't gonna be the rising star much longer. Not much longer. Dude's a fucking clown. No, sorry. These guys aren't church, man. Not church. Oh yeah, he's on roids big time. That's what I'm saying, Marine. Dude, it's a Mark Travis. It's on my channel on my community post about 2 posts down. It's hashtagged petition. And what I said, cap the church at 10 million. Anything over that, business tax. No, nothing scheduled, Cat Mom. No, I had one scheduled for tonight, but I just figured I'd throw a pop-up live. It hits the algorithm differently. Just fucking around. We were talking about Jim Baker though, but I'm gonna wrap it up because I gotta make lunch and stuff. But Jim Baker, okay, Jim Baker, Cat Mom, came out in an interview basically saying, I'm broke, can everybody help me because I'm going to be homeless if you don't give me $1 million. The old $1 million trick. Hey, if 1,000 people give me $1,000, that'll give me my $1 million, everybody. These guys. I'm dead serious. Yeah, just type up Jim Baker. Just type up Jim Baker. Yep, it was yesterday. Yeah. I know, what an asshole, right? One of the most famous con men of them all comes out and says, hey, I'm broke, can you guys help me? After he's been put in prison for fraud. But hey, everybody, I haven't changed. I'll settle for 1 million people giving me $1 million. Me too. Hey, if 1 million people just give me $1, I'll be cool with that, okay? Hey, it'll be like David, if 5,000 people give me $1, I'll be $5,000 richer. Had the hots for Tammy, damn. Yeah, and I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. We'll do some more on Jim Baker because I think this is gonna be kind of a little bit of a hot topic for a little bit. The fact that he had the balls to come out and say, hey, everybody, just give me $1,000 because you know what? I'm gonna be fucking homeless and broke. No, I'd even split it, right? I'd split it with you. I'd be like, fuck, I'll split it, dude. You guys want to whack the money with me or what? Well, you have a good evening, man. I'm gonna keep doing some research. I'm finding some really cool stuff on the internet while I'm like waiting to clock in at work and stuff. So I get there a little bit early, so I'll do some research and stuff. Yeah, Jim Baker's literally selling survival food in a bucket that you could go to the military surplus store and buy a box of MREs for like $100 and it'd probably get you twice as much. Catch y'all live next time, man. Marine. Love you, dude. You stay up, Marine. I'm keeping I got you, Marine.